Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. Friends, in this series of tutorial on journal bearing, today we are going to discuss about the properties of the lubricants that are used for the journal bearing. In the previous video lecture, we have discussed about the SAE designation of the lubricating oil. So if you want complete information about the journal bearing from the A to Z information, that is from starting to the end, then you can follow my channel, and where you can find all the information related to the journal bearing. So the first property here discussed is the viscosity. So the lubricant of the journal bearing must have viscosity that is suitable for the operation, for the stable operation of the journal bearing. It is the property by virtue of which a fluid offers internal resistance to change in its shape and relative motion of its parts. So in journal bearing, greater is the viscosity viscosity here is denoted by mu. Then if greater is the viscosity, better will be the formation of the fluid film, and stable fluid film is required in journal bearing. So viscosity of the oil is the desired property which are required for the stable operation of the journal bearing. Now the second thing is the viscosity index. It is also an important property. Viscosity index denotes a change in viscosity of the lubricant with temperature. So higher the viscosity index of the oil, lesser will be the change in viscosity of oil with change in temperature. So high viscosity index of oil is desirable. So this property is also desirable. The high value of this property is desirable. Now the third thing is that the flash point. The lowest temperature at which a lubricating oil gives off sufficient vapors to support momentary flash without actually setting on the fire to the oil, it is called as flash point. So it should be high so that lubricant cannot catch fire when the temperature of the lubricant rises. So the flash point should be higher. That is, a high value of flash point is required for the lubricating oil that is used for journal bearing. Now friends, the next thing is the pour point. Now it is the temperature at which an oil will stop to flow, that is, it will freeze. So it should be low for stable operation, that is, we do not want our oil to freeze. That's why the pour point, that is the lowest temperature at which the oil will stop to flow, should be very low. So a low pour point is required for the journal bearing oil. So this property is the pour point. So low pour point is required for the journal bearing. Now specific heat. To carry away high heat, that is the heat produced by in the process during the operation of the journal bearing, the specific heat of the oil should be high so that it can carry away a large amount of heat. That's why a high specific heat is required for the lubricating oil that are used in the journal bearing. And the next thing is the chemical stability. That is, a lubricating oil that is used in the journal bearing should be chemically stable so that a stable operation is will be there in the journal bearing. So the stability is another important property. And next is the non-corrosive. The lubricating oil that we are using should be non-corrosive so that the surface of the journal bearing should last for long, and it should not damage the surface of the journal and the bearing. So non-corrosivity is also important property. So these are the properties of the lubricant that are used in the journal bearing. So friend, if you like my video, you can subscribe to my channel and also press the bell icon for the notification of the upcoming videos. So thank you friend for watching the video.